¿Qué tal, amigos de TheCINEGamers? Y bienvenidos a un nuevo video de The Witcher 3 Welcome, con su buen amigo Peter, que en esta ocasión te trae la misión. Bueno, es el episodio número 101. La misión es la de Obsesión de Caballero. Algunas cosas interesantes, amigos. Primero que nada es que estoy grabando primero esta misión, o grabé primero esta misión antes de la de Irondite. Pero como lo expliqué, o debería haberlo explicado en la de Irondite, ahí quiero que ese sea el número 100 y por eso lo estoy grabando. Bueno, lo estoy grabando primero porque es necesaria, porque aquí vamos a conseguir valor y honor, que son necesarias para Irondite. Sobre todo creo que honor no lo hemos conseguido. O fue valor, creo que fue valor, que es por ganar el torneo que vamos a hacer. Es una misión larga porque son técnicamente dos misiones en una. Está padre, aunque esté larga la misión, creo que es de esos momentos en que disfrutas mucho. Es una misión secundaria que está larga. Y también otro dato curioso es que me van a dar cacahuates de experiencia, porque la misión es como de nivel 82. Si no me falla la memoria, de todas maneras se las muestro en un momento de la parte cuando grabé eso. Y yo ya soy nivel 90-91, entonces por eso es que ya me empiezan a dar cacahuates. Esto ya se los había dicho antes, pero de todas maneras también voy a hacer un video al respecto, porque me han preguntado a través de los años que por qué luego pasa eso. Y pues bueno, siempre hay una razón para todo este tipo de cosas. Dicho eso, vamos a darle. Ahorita da igual la armadura, creo que me estoy quedando con la armadura de la misión pasada, pero de todas maneras nos van a dar aquí una armadura. Por cierto, esta misión es tan buena que hay varios momentos que me gustaría poner como portada. Es muy difícil elegir un momento en específico de esta misión, o tiene tantos momentos que valen la pena. Aquí, como pueden ver, nivel 83, Obsesión de Caballero, yo soy nivel 90. Debí de hacerla antes. De hecho, generalmente cuando ya aparece el niño diciéndome de que tengo la misión así de sir y todo eso, me vengo acá a hacer esta misión. Casi siempre la hago así para ganar buena experiencia. Sin embargo, al hacer guías y como tengo que hacer las cosas es un poquito más complicado. Yo les recomendaría que hicieran esta misión antes. Sé que algunos me van a mentar la madre, me van a decir que por qué no se los dije antes, que porque están siguiendo la guía tal cual como yo lo estoy haciendo. Por un lado se los agradezco, pero luego pasan este tipo de cosas. Bueno, vamos a arrancar con la misión oficialmente. Por cierto, la misión te la dan cuando avanzas en la historia principal de default,
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Viviene shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Viviene emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly, mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks, while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase, that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods,
where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivienne's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Tell me more about Vivienne. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivienne spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivienne, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I am no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
De todas maneras, esta misión.
That is an amount I can indeed muster.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize, and more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship, and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivienne. Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivienne.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride, and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Roach could use some wind in her mane. Let's go for a ride.
Come with me. The tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
Aquí, amigos, les recomiendo entrenar, sobre todo la que yo les puse del caballo, porque sí es medio castrocita y sí es medio difícil. Si quieren todos los premios, además que la del caballo te da la montura que yo traigo, que es extremadamente buena. Pero sí, luego entre que se buguea, entre que... bueno.
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow. The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now, you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
Aquí son 2 muñecos y 2 como dianas para pegarles. La verdad es que bueno, usas correr y pegar Gerald como que le atina. Sin embargo, por ejemplo, ahí pueden ver que parece ser que no le di. Y luego me cuenta, cosa que es medio extraña también. Ahí está el tercero. Por cierto, esto debe estar editado, porque llevo intentándolo varias veces para hacerlo más o menos bien. Y me ha pasado varias veces que luego como que se tarda en contármelo. Entonces muy bizarro eso. Entonces como ya me di cuenta, por eso se los digo de cómo se tarda.
So, have you had enough, or do you wish to ride again?
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Where to now?
Time for some target practice, I think.
Come with me. The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely.
El que vamos sí está sencillo, pero bueno, si a alguien medio se le complica o no se acuerda cómo disparar con la ballesta,
Hit the red targets. Once more?
aquí estoy bien.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now?
Trained enough, I think. High time we saw to your Vivienne.
She's not mine. Not yet. Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Ok, aquí en el registro va a haber algunas referencias a los libros, al quinto sobre todo. Y también si han jugado Thronebreaker, ahí hay una referencia porque Thronebreaker está basado en el quinto libro.
Want to join the lists?
Más o menos.
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia,
What a surprise.
or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Vamos a escuchar la que tiene referencia con Thronebreaker para que sepan.
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Maeve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahira and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
Ya vamos a elegir esa, la otra no. También tiene sus referencias, pero me gusta más lo de Geralt de Rivia. Aunque Maeve trataba de utilizarlo, la verdad es que Maeve, digamos que le convenía en ese momento volver Caballero de Rivia. Es un libro muy interesante porque sientes cuando lo nombran, cuando por fin se gana ese de Rivia, pero al mismo tiempo...
Not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient. Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
Cualquiera de las tres que no sea no votar por nada.
I vow on the love of my lady, whose name I choose not to divulge, to respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Ahorita con esta armadura voy a estar algo pesado, entonces se me va a poner la cámara de vista de cuando ya está sobrecargado. Voy a hacer también un corte, amigos, mientras. La verdad es que la armadura se ve muy padre, lástima que tenga unos atributos del nabo. Pero sí, voy a hacer un pequeño corte en lo que me deshago de cosas, vendo cosas, reparo, corto y demás. Y después pues continuamos la misión. Obviamente pues el corte no lo ven. Esto es por un lado para que el video no dure de más. Y que sea lo que ustedes como siempre necesitan. Nada más es que me vaya por Blanco. Pero bueno. Ok, pues ya regresé, ya me puedo mover normal. Aquí podemos dejar que pase el tiempo, jugar una partidita de WEM. Voy a jugar la partida de WEM, pero también ya saben que como no es importante para la historia, se las voy a cortar. Y después ya empezamos con la primera misión de este torneo.
Geralt, well, I'll be. Have you decided to turn knight errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the 22?
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Rainfan of Atre. I saw him just moments ago, a nervous wreck, stuffing his nose with fish steak, no less, as if that would aid his determination.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt, I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Makes no difference to me either way.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round of Gwent. Should you win, I shall swap with you. To me, a southerner, the sun is no hindrance.
Never turn down a round of Gwent.
I congratulate you. We shall swap as agreed. We've passed the time rather nicely. Lady Viviene should appear forthwith. I'm off to face my first challenge.
Good luck.
Fair knights, I salute you. The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. Fight honorably, so that I may bestow upon one of your number the tourney's grand prize. You have sworn your vows. You have readied body and soul. The time has come to test them.
Behold Horm Akispark of the Mechtian royal line. His name's quite the mouthful, a true challenge to rhyme. His targets to be hit centrally and true are the ones in blue. Against him new blood, a knight unknown till now. Sir Geralt of Rivia, give us a bow. The targets he must with his quarrels thread are red. May the better man win. Like a lover closely grasping but one fair teat, Geralt's heart strewn with joyous victory and bitter defeat. Geralt. Sir Geralt of Rivia has trounced his foe, pounded him soundly, immersed him in woe.
Your prize, sir. A crossbow adorned with your crest. I congratulate you.
Thank you, my lady. Would you tell me about the other prizes?
Alas, I cannot devote more time to you than to the other combatants. I have duties to attend to. Forgive me.
My medallion's vibrating strongly. Can only mean one thing. Magic.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid. The fragrance I use, it's mixed by a sorceress.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory of its own. Accept my congratulations as well.
Thanks.
Good work! In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivienne occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivienne's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Yeah, let's go now.
This is her tent. You must look inside. Search it. I shall hoot like an owl should someone approach.
Claw marks, that's clear. Not sure what beast left them, just that it's big.
De aquí hay que ver 3 o 4 cosas.
Oriole feather. If you can keep a bird as a pet. No sign of it here, if so. Ruxay tend to be fond of birds. Clothing's all dark green and yellow. Seems Yen's not the only one with a fixed color scheme.
Me acuerdo que por aquí había un pájaro, pero como si no está de momento, entonces me falta algo dentro de la tienda. Miren ese de ahí.
Someone approaches. Quickly.
You were supposed to hoot.
We shall speak later. We must return to the tourney now. It's time for the second contest.
Sirs, what seeks you in my lady's tent? Inspiration? Be gone from here.
Ok, pues voy a salvar por aquí porque esta prueba a veces la hago bien, a veces la hago mal. Me ha pasado varias veces que luego medio se me buguea, espero que no sea esta la ocasión. Entonces mejor aquí un pequeño save. Para no tener que repetir toda la misión o mi último save, que entonces ahí sí me dio un tiro. Y que comience la segunda prueba.
Behold, gallant knights and ladies decorous, gaze at the host assembled before us. Look upon chivalry's best and most storied. Come from far lands, here to seek glory. Hear now their names as I shout them aloud. Savor their titles, of their presence be proud. Halmarin, the Baron of Longfall, Linus of Metina, Renfarn of Atra, Horm Akaspag of Meicht, Donimir of Troy, Guy de Boisfren, in service to the Duchess, Delwyn of Craigiau, Count Tai of Gondal, Ansay of Lyria and Rivia a prince, Geralt of Rivia, for Gregoire of Montgorgon, let out a roaring cheer, the faint flower of silence, tawny champion from last year. Today's winner of contests, his victory to secure, shall face a Gregoire in a challenge severe. Does ignorance demand a bard intercede? Does someone need telling how tourneys proceed?
How dare you enter a tourney for nobly born knights? Your knighthood came through the grace of my mother, Meath, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, whom you treacherously deserted mere days later. Your presence here is an offense to my honor.
And yours is an offense to my eyes. If you're done, step aside, Prince.
The Tawny's protector, the mate Viviene. Her beauty entrances both beasts and men.
My heart's greetings, dear knights. May my grace guide you and show you the path of honor, valor, and glory. Accept my wishes of good fortune, sir, and devote all your strength to the tourney, and only it.
The time has come for you, Sir Knight. Mount your steed. Swift be your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen of lineage illustrious, soon steeds shall swarm like ants most industrious. To beat time's passage they'll ride like the gale. What a sight to behold, what a lark, what a tale! Before us Geralt from Rithia come, fast as the wind, bright as the sun.
Bien, aquí un consejo, amigos, es mientras vas corriendo, en mi caso como estoy jugando en Xbox es X, creo recordar que es cuadrado en PlayStation. Cuando te acerques a los muñecos deja apretado el botón con el que golpeas, X en caso de Xbox, cuadrado, para que así, en Switch también ustedes vean, puedan, o sea, si lo hacen un poquito antes de llegar, vamos a decir que unos 4 segundos antes, ahorita vean cómo lo voy a intentar otra vez, voy a dejar cargando, entonces se va a ir en cámara lenta. Esto yo no es que esté editando el video, sino que el mismo juego se va a ir a empezar en cámara lenta. Entonces, por ejemplo, aquí yo cargué un poquito antes, como les estoy diciendo, y eso me da una gran oportunidad para pegarle. En caso de las dianas, mi consejo sería que apunten un poquito antes del lugar donde le van a tirar. A veces es muy fácil, a veces como que se complica. Creo que ese no le di, o al menos yo sentí que sí le di, pero bueno. Aquí vamos otra vez con lo que les había dicho. La verdad es que darle a los muñecos te da mucho tiempo extra. La diana te da un poquito menos, siento que te da más el muñeco. Pero aún así, como pueden ver, vamos a muy buen ritmo, muy buen ritmo. De hecho estamos completos. Entonces todo esto es correr y dejar apretado con el botón con el que golpeas, que sería como que el botón izquierdo de tu control. Creo que solamente, y a veces sí me da un poco de pena porque sé que también hay mucha comunidad de PC, pero es que como en PC tú cambias los controles a tu gusto y entonces luego yo no sé si estás apretando W, Q, R o cómo hayas dejado los... ¿Vieron eso? ¿Vieron cómo le pegué y no me lo contó? Les digo que luego se me buguea esto bien bonita. A ver si esta no se me buguea. Lo vieron, ¿verdad? Pueden regresarle a los dos últimos y ver cómo les pegué y no se rompieron. Aunque si le estoy subiendo a esto es porque ya es el bueno y ya lo pasé, que ya llevo como 8 intentos. Que espero con la edición no se hayan dado cuenta. Porque además no es la primera vez que se me buguea ese muñeco. A veces se me buguea y a veces no. Al menos ya pegándole ese ya recuperé la mitad de la barra. Si le hubiera contado los dos que no me estaban contando, tendría la barra completa del tiempo. Pero bueno, con que lo acabes, ya con eso te cuenta como que hayas ganado.
A race of such style, such grace, such speed. To watch was a pleasure, a treat indeed. To honor our entrance, praise each fair knight. We shall feast from eve till dawn's first light. The finest of wine and food shall be served. If you've blood in your veins, come collect what's deserved.
I congratulate you. Here, your prize. A saddle adorned with your crest.
Many thanks.
By the way, my maid saw a man with white hair sneak out of my tent. Would you know who it might have been?
No idea.
How juvenile.
Congratulations on your win. In stellar style, no less. Ah, I no longer regret I was not able to participate. Almost. We must drink to this. Come with me to the feast. We shall await Vivienne together.
Lead the way.
Y acá se activa una de las cosas de Iron Date, simplemente acepten el duelo.
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I ask.
Still too early to say anything I'd be willing to stand behind. Found some clues. Got me wondering if your beloved Vivienne's not a Bruxa.
A Bruxa? You mean a vampiress?
Not sure yet.
We've still some time before Vivienne arrives. Let us drink.
Aquí da lo mismo.
To Vivienne, may you find the means to aid her.
To Vivienne.
Debería de mencionar que esta misión tiene finales diferentes.
Finally understood what all those poems and ballads were trying to say.
Love's not poetry alone. Sometimes it's prose. Sometimes it's just plain ugly.
You say that only because you do not know Vivienne as I do. A life with her would be sweetness itself.
Actually, you don't know her all that well either.
Oíste, man.
Your presence at this tourney is an affront to my honor. I demand satisfaction.
Head to the nearest brothel then.
Coward. Mounted combat in the main arena. I challenge you.
Esta sí la aceptan. Y la tienen que ganar además. Tienen que aceptarlo y ganarlo.
Since you insist, I'm all yours.
You shall bitterly regret deserting my mother's army once I'm done with you. May the blood I will spill wash away the stain of your cowardice.
Let's get this over with. Quick.
3, 2, 1.
Ok, aquí vamos a hacer exactamente lo mismo que hicimos con los muñecos. Es exactamente lo que estoy haciendo aquí. De que estoy corriendo y estoy apretando el botón izquierdo dependiendo de su consola, X en Xbox, cuadrado en PlayStation, creo que es Y en Nintendo Switch, hasta que lo matemos. Recuerden que la espada que traigo es una espada que nos dan para este concurso, que no es muy buena que digamos. Y aunque me dieran, mi espada propia es de nivel 46 y este dude es de nivel 83, 84. Entonces, pues me cuesta un poquito más de trabajo darle estos golpes. De ahí en fuera les comento, amigos, bien, me gusta mucho el quinto libro. Es muy emocionante lo que pasa en el quinto libro. Pero Maeve sí se pasa, o sea, Maeve sí quiere utilizar a Geralt como un peón, lo vuelve caballero, como que a partir de ahora eres como mi esclavo porque te volví mi caballero y entonces tienes que hacer lo que yo te mande. Y ya la manda al diablo. Geralt dice, ¿sabes qué? Yo me tengo que ir, yo tengo mis propios pedos. O sea, tuvimos como que la cuestión de que en ese momento nos necesitábamos y nos apoyamos. Es muy emocionante leerlo. También en el juego de Thronebreaker, aunque es un juego de cartas, cómo es que suceden las cosas, creo que transmite bastante bien la emoción que se tiene que tener. Además de que hace que te caiga bien Maeve en la historia. Pero Maeve también es medio culera, o sea, no, ya como se los he dicho en varias ocasiones, los reinos del norte no son así como que muy buenos. Y bueno, yo subí la wall truck de eso. Pueden buscar más o menos. Si me acuerdo, les voy a dejar el video de cuando es la batalla de ese puente y aparece Geralt. Y cómo Maeve lo intenta utilizar. Y pues tristemente, porque pues es una gran carta la que tiene Geralt en el juego. Por eso digo tristemente. Pero pues Geralt la manda al diablo. Le dice, bueno, pues ahí te ves. Y por eso es que este dice, no, y es que dejaste a mi madre, porque además había un conflicto muy fuerte. Todo eso lo puedes ver muy bien en Thronebreaker. Thronebreaker, si de plano no les gusta el juego de Gwen, pueden jugarlo en fácil y se saltan las jugadas de Gwen y todo lo juegan así de pum 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 sin pedos en cómo se menciona. Digamos que disfrutas de la historia. O sea, si quieres conocer más del lore de The Witcher, puedes jugarlo en fácil. Si te gusta mucho Gwen, Entonces créeme que Thornbreaker te va a volar la cabeza y la historia es increíble, o sea, es increíble con mayúsculas. Te la vas a pasar pero muy bien de principio a fin con ese juego. Y si te atoras, yo tengo la guía completa desde la primera batalla hasta la última, los desafíos que tiene push, o sea, todo está en mi canal. Si le pones Thornbreaker de TheCINEGamers, por cualquier cosa ya te aparece en mi lista de reproducción.
But do not think your cowardice will be forgotten.
Damn it, you still going on about that? Need to clear this up once and for all. Had to abandon your mother's camp back then because someone else needed my help, badly. Couldn't refuse them. Didn't want to, in fact.
You mean to say you had a secret mission, set off to accomplish it, having vowed to tell no one of its nature, until you did?
Something like that, minus the vow. And, I'd still rather not divulge the nature of my secret mission. Can you accept that as justification?
In agreeing to duel, you proved yourself a true knight. Thus, I accept your word as that of a man of honor.
Glad to hear it. Now I got work to do.
Y después de esto, ahora sí ir viendo qué le pasa a Lady Viviene. Por cierto, Thornbreaker está en todo. No me acuerdo si está en celular, pero está en Switch, está en Steam, está en PC, está en GOG, está en Play 4, está en Xbox One. Creo que es retrocompatible en las dos plataformas. En Xbox seguro, pero en PlayStation es en donde podría dudar. PlayStation 5.
My heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each and every one of you. The best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney. Celebrate, make merry, revel as you will, yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
Follow her. We shall meet in your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
Does watch it, Vince. That tramp is the famed Witcher?
That grey-domed scoundrel, ever seeking Lady Viviene. Some kind of maniac.
Strange. Was sure I'd find her here. Vanished. Melted into thin air. And that bird. She a Bruxa? Flew off. Worth going after. Looks like the bird's leading me somewhere.
Acá pueden hacer una de dos cosas, o sea, vamos a seguir como que al pájaro ruiseñor, lo que sea, sé que tiene un nombre del pájaro, pero lo vamos a dejar así. Pero no necesitan usar el sentido del brujo, si medio lo pierden quizás, pero la ventaja que tienen aquí es que el mapa pueden ver el círculo amarillo. Entonces eso les ayuda muchísimo en esta misión. Y así en vez de estar fijándose en él, mejor se fijan en lo que tienen acá abajo, porque el pájaro lo que intenta hacer es traerlos como que, digamos que guiño guiño, trampas contra pumas. Entonces hay como 2 o 3 pumas a los cuales hay que vencer. Ese fue el primero. Por eso si están como que muy prestando atención al pájaro, luego no se fijan dónde están estos pumas. Se fue el segundo. Aquí está el tercero. Entonces igual ya eran 4. Porque según yo todavía me falta para llegar a donde se va a activar la cinemática. También si quieren pueden utilizar las pociones. De todas maneras, digamos que mañana dentro del juego ya es la última prueba y no pueden utilizar pociones ahí. Entonces ni se preocupen así de que si se gastan o no se gastan las pociones. Bien, se vino para acá. O sea, subimos primero para como que alcanzarlo y después creo que se vuelve a bajar. Ahí está la entrada de una cueva, la cual de momento no necesitamos. Por aquí ya vamos a estar cerca. Y esperen, yo creo que es por acá. ¿Sí? Sí, ya se volvió a ir. Ahí está, por si creían que no le estamos siguiendo. Insisto, le voy a decir que el juego es muy didáctico para estas cosas. Creo que ya no hay más pumas, entonces si quieren prestar atención al pajarillo lo pueden hacer. Y listo.
Witcher.
Lady Vivienne? Counted on me getting lost.
I did. I thought you no different from the knights. Good at tourneys, hopeless in the face of true danger. I was mistaken.
So you're not actually a Bruxa.
A what?
Suspicion I had, that you might be a vampire. Certain details seemed to confirm it. Then I changed my mind. Anyway, unimportant. Here you come to this clearing often.
This is where it all began. And as I was not able to evade you, save myself from you, then I want it done here. In this very spot, with no witnesses.
Want what done?
Why, you are a witcher. You were hired to kill me, were you not? Then do so, now. And do it quickly, I beg you. I shan't resist.
Witchers only hunt monsters. And even then, not all. You're no monster.
then what am I to your eyes?
Most likely you've been cursed. Don't know who by or why yet, but hope to find that out soon.
If you've no contract on my life, why take an interest at all? Did Guillaume put you up to it? Is that why?
He wanted to help you. Asked me to do him a favor. Frankly, if I can do something for you, I'll do it, willingly.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause the Duchess trusts me? 'Cause I'm a freak, too? 'Cause cases like yours are my bread and butter. Take your pick.
You shall not turn on me. Use what I say against me. You shall not tell anyone.
I will be discreet. I swear this on the Heron.
You mock me.
No, it's just... you want reassurances. Too many. If you want my help, you've got to trust me. Won't peep a word to anyone, unless I decide someone needs to be let in on your secret.
So be it. I shall tell you what my mama once told me. When she was with child, expecting me, she and my father spent much time together near the wood, here in this clearing. Mama loved to listen to the orioles sing. She would stroke her belly and say, "My daughter should be as beautiful as that bird. Such is my wish." But a creature dwelt in the wood who envied my parents their happiness. One day it appeared before them to say the whole wood belonged to it, and they had dared to delight in something that was not theirs. It demanded payment, and when my parents said that they had nothing, it claimed their unborn daughter as its own.
Parents ever describe the creature?
They called it a nymph born of the deep woods, with no mother or father. But I was too young, too distraught by the curse's onset to ask after details.
What happened after that?
Nothing at first. I came into the world a perfectly normal child, and my parents forgot that day's events. But 15 summers into my life, the curse began to show. Initially only when the moon was full. But now it's advanced so that even in daytime I must use magic ointment to mask its symptoms, to look normal. Thus I thought someone had discovered my secret, then hired you to kill me. In fact, I was resigned to death in coming here. Perhaps death would be preferable to my complete and permanent transformation. For I fear that is what lies in store.
Ointment you use includes a potent magic ingredient. You don't have the immunity mages have. Use heavy doses, or normal doses too long, and it could be dangerous to you.
I sensed this. The very reason I knew I would have to give it up in the end, and bid my human form a final farewell.
The curse. It could be reversible. Once ran into a baron transformed into a cormorant, ostensibly for good. Managed to cure him completely.
And you truly think you could do something like this for me?
Can't guarantee a thing. Tough case, yours. You were cursed before birth. That alone complicates things. Also, you claim the curse is increasing its hold. Symptoms are progressing. Could try transferring the curse onto someone else.
What? Out of the question. I shall not allow it to ruin an innocent's life. Is this the only method you know?
Only one that's completely safe.
So there is another.
Pretty quick to reject help. Why is that? The curse once transferred would probably have a weaker hold on the new host. Lots weaker.
I do not even wish to hear of it.
All right, there is another. Ancient ritual. We'd need an Oriole egg. Should release the curse's grip permanently. Gotta warn you, though. Could have serious consequences.
Consequences? What kind?
Curse was cast before you came into this world. Ritual involved transferring it to an as-yet unhatched chick. You'd be free. Thing is, you could be left with the average lifespan of an Oriole.
7 years. I understand. Alas, every rose has its thorn, and there are no happy endings. Yet, truth be told, I never thought I would get one. I came here prepared to die, yet you wish to give me 7 years of life. Real life, free life. This is no dilemma. I agree, wholeheartedly.
I see why. I understand. Don't have to decide just yet. Think it through.
I will. They must miss me at the tourney grounds by now. Shall we return?
Let's. But are you gonna...
Yes. I cannot appear there all in feathers. Pardon me for a moment.
Otra que podría ser candidata a la imagen de la portada. Esa no, porque prefiero cuando es de día. Uf.
You can change at will?
No, but I discovered the water of this pool helps. Its effects are brief, but I can always be sure of them.
Interesting.
Come.
Digo, también te puedes quedar ahí, pero como para qué te quedas ahí. Bueno, sobre todo cuando estás grabando. 5 puntos, no, 2 puntos, híjoles.
Then speak, man. Can you not see I'm out of my mind with worry? What ails her?
She asked me not to talk about it.
But I want only the best for her. Perhaps I shall be able to help or, I don't know, console her at the least.
Vivienne gave me the details of her situation, but she did so in confidence. Promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
But I'm not just anyone. Why, I would do anything for her. I was the one to ask you to help her. You cannot shut me out now.
I'm sorry. Look, in time Vivienne will come to understand what she owes you. I'm sure of it. But until then, you gotta understand the whole world doesn't revolve around you.
How dare you lecture me? This is not the aid I sought. And to think I gave up my spot in the tourney to you. I regret it now. Do you even intend to compete to the end? Or now that you've bound Vivienne to your terms, you no longer see the need?
I don't back out of anything. I'll take part in the last skirmish. Besides, Vivienne will be busy till the tourney's end.
Indeed. In that case, you must meet the other knights of your team. They await near the arena's entrance, by the training ground.
Got it. Thanks.
I know now the two teams' rosters. I shall be captain of ours. That means you shall do as I say for the duration of the fight. Is this clear? Palmer and Alonso will lead the opposing team. With this skirmish, we commemorate the Battle of Fox Hollow of 1218, when a Hans of Southern outlaws led by Haller the Brown attacked Toussaint only to be driven off by brave knights, thus setting a precedent. Since that day, knights errant have guarded the duchy's borders. Palmerin drew the short straw, so his team shall play the barbarian Haller's men. Any questions?
None.
I doubt you will do us any good. You know nothing of knightly combat as a witcher. Try at least to stay out of our way.
It is time, gentlemen. Take your weapons and proceed to the arena.
A cheer for the knights, the ladies, the lords. For our next entertainment, the team shall cross swords. 2 rifle crews, 2 coteries shall fight full tilt till one drops to its knees. Who virtue ignores or lance blows unclean shall forever be branded as shameful, obscene. While the knights prepare, let me say I'm elated to behold such a crowd on edge, breath-baited. Whoever here wins the past champion shall face. All others must leave, heads bowed in disgrace. Let us begin! Crowd, raise a ruckus! Blood, sweat and tears shall soon follow in buckets.
Ok, pues miren, lo que les quería mostrar de que ni siquiera me dejan usar los mutágenos para no estar tan overpower. Entonces hay que cuidarse porque ni siquiera puedo utilizar señales. Por lo cual, igual y también les convendría cuando estamos todavía con Lady Vivian decirle que se quedan por su parte, se regresan por su lado y antes de llegar a la tienda salvan. Ahorita es cuando ya vamos a poder elegir más o menos sobre el final de esta misión, que tiene como 2 variantes. Como pueden ver hay 2 opciones, que era lo que estuve platicando Gerard con Lady Vivian. Una es en donde ella va a tener 7 años de vida y otra es en donde se la pasa la maldición a alguien más. Voy a tomar la opción de que Lady Vivian se quede con la maldición nada más, porque ella no ama a nuestro amigo caballero. Entonces sinceramente es como que sacrificarte por alguien que no te ama. Eso es algo que cada quien decidirá si quiere sacrificarlo o no, si quiere ver las diferentes opciones o no. Técnicamente con que le hayas dicho qué es lo que ibas a hacer, porque de todas maneras aunque no le digas va a pasar la siguiente secuencia, no esta sino la que viene.
Yet in tourneys as in life, but one champion may reign. Today he is the one. Praised be his name. He felt a whole host, slew the most. To Geralt of Rivia, who the strength of lions boasts. He sailed through all trials, each test he passed with ease. But now awaits the last. Will it bring him to his knees? For Gregoire de Gorgon, who on this ground's last won, shall spar him for the title, and the day is done. To the tired remainder, we salute your endeavors. Return to your wives, your loves, your whomevers. It is time. Step into the arena. Should you suffer grievous harm during combat, have you any last wishes, any missives you wish passed to your loved ones?
Thanks, I'm fine.
The Witcher of Rivia, Geralt his name. Though aged be his visage, do not disdain. His locks true are white, but he was born to fight. Now entering the grounds, a titan of infamy, Gregoire de Gorgon, victor of last his tourney.
I wish both combatants good fortune and fame.
Vamos a ver si lo hago sin que me toque. Eso sí es un reto personal, digo me puede tocar, pero ya saben que no tengo ni Ken. Y no tengo pociones, entonces hay que tener cuidado. Cuando haces golpes, cuando más fácil es golpearlo. Dios mío, esa patada estuvo cerca, o sea, 2 veces que me pudo haber dado una buena patada. Y de lo que les decía de hace rato, entonces ustedes elijan lo que quieran. Una cosa es, si quieren, díganle a Lady Vivian, bueno, el secreto de Lady Vivian. Yo por contratos de brujo, yo soy, y como persona, en lo personal, si a mí me cuentan un secreto, no se lo estoy revelando a otras personas, entonces pues no. Y la otra es cuando pase lo que llegue a pasar, apóyalo, que cosa que yo no lo voy a apoyar. Entonces si lo apoyas más lo otro, le pasas la maldición a él.
require de Gogon. Hail Geralt! Herald!
As patron of this grand tourney, I've the honor to decorate our grand champion. His vow he made upon his love for his heart's captor, and it was doubtless this vow that carried him to this splendid victory! He showed great courage, great strength, great composure. He fought nobly with honor, and thus rightfully deserves the title of this year's Champion of the Arena!
I need to talk to you.
Not now. We shall meet later in my tent. I have duties to attend to, as do you. Folk regard you. The least you should do is wave.
Bueno, con esto ya tengo todo lo necesario para ir on date.
Greetings, my lady. Have you decided?
I have. I stand by all I have said. I wish to endanger no one, and thus choose the method involving an egg. If it's to be the egg of an oriole, I know where to find one. There is a nest in my clearing. Might you explain the nature of the ritual? Its exact course?
Sure, but seems your tense grown ears. Show yourself, Guillaume. Can hear you breathing, and I know damn well it's you.
Why are you here, sir? This is a private audience. Geralt, what is the meaning of this? Is this some scheme you've hatched unbeknownst to me?
No, no scheming involved. Guillaume hired me, but this matter relates to you, not him. Didn't invite him here in any case. Actually surprised he showed up.
My lady, I live to serve you. Whatsoever you require, you need but beckon. I am yours to command.
Are you quite finished? Is that all you wish to say?
I suppose so.
So you shall do what I command, sir. Very well then. Listen carefully. Leave this tent, turn towards the duchy's northern marches, and run. Run until the tourney grounds are no longer within sight. Return only once you've cooled off. Then leave me be forevermore. Understood?
My lady, but your troubles. I only wish the Witcher see.
Out now! You assured me I could trust you!
I kept your secret. Didn't tell him anything he didn't already know.
I understand he hired you, so you had to report to him. But this is not his affair, Geralt. This is my life.
Absolutely sure you did the right thing? Not too hasty rejecting his help? Can't conduct the ritual using your reflection without him. Needed someone who'd willingly assume the curse in your stead.
And you thought I would agree to this? No, Geralt. When we spoke in the meadow, you told me of a ritual which required no lusty knights to aid us. This is the method I wish to pursue.
Need to find an egg, preferably an oriole's. Ritual itself isn't complicated, but like I said before, there'll be a side effect. Still sure you want to go through with it?
Yes. I saw a nest in the clearing where we spoke. But before we go, tell me, what will become of the chick?
We'll have to break the egg. Like you said, not everyone gets a happy ending.
And for a dream to come true, there must be sacrifices. Very well. Let us go.
Les digo, en el otro como que la convencen así de, bueno, si te quieres sacrificar por mí, pues sacrifícate. Y de todas maneras, cuando se sacrifica el otro, le dice, bueno, yo ya soy feliz, me voy a ver el mundo, tú quédate con la maldición. No, o sea, la verdad, lo mejor, aunque se enoje con nosotros, es que ella se largue, porque no hay final feliz para el dude que nos da la misión. Sinceramente, él acaba mal. ¿Y para qué le vamos a cargar una maldición por amor de una chica que no te corresponde y que no está obligada a corresponderte? La verdad es que no.
This is the place.
Oh no! A panther's got at the nest!
Stand back. I'll take care of this. Eggs fell on a moss patch. They're fine except for one. It's cracked.
Will it do?
Think so.
Now what must I do?
Just to be sure, gonna ask one last time. Positive you want to do this? If we succeed, the changes will be irreversible. You'll probably also only have 7 years left to live, at the most.
7 years free of the fear that someone might spy me at the wrong moment? Of the stigma of being a freak, a monster? 7 years of a life both true and unfettered. Yes, Geralt. I'm certain I wish to do it.
All right. You need to concentrate now. Repeat after me. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat.
Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat.
Damn it.
Geralt, look! Look! Oh, gods! I shall be able to attend balls. I shall travel to Oxenfurt, to Novigrad even. Thank you, Witcher.
Ought to thank Guillaume. He's the one hired me to help you.
Yes, I'm grateful to him as well, immensely. Will you tell him so for me?
Should tell him yourself, don't you think?
Perhaps I should, but I would prefer not to. Convey my gratitude to him in my stead. Please, be so kind.
Sure, I'll tell him. Farewell, Vivienne.
Y así, y eso es mejor, o sea, en serio que el otro final también así, bueno, gracias por quedarte con mi maldición. Ahí te ves. Sí, porque pues también ella no se tiene que estar obligada ahora a compartir su vida con él porque le quita la maldición. Pero bueno, voy a hacer un viaje rápido ya para acabar la misión. Entonces ya saben, les haré un corte y ahorita ya regreso con ustedes para acabar por completo la misión. Está enojado con nosotros, pero le hicimos un favor, la verdad.
Geralt, what of Vivienne?
Managed to lift her curse.
Truly? So all will be well. Her troubles are done?
Asked me to give you a message. Said she's grateful. Thanks to you, she can live a normal life.
Good, good. But how does she fare?
Vivienne chose what suited her best. She's completely free now. And happy, I think.
Without me.
You helped her. But that doesn't mean she owes you her love. Got this bard friend. Philosopher too, I guess. Amateur. He'd say, if you love somebody, set them free.
You know what, Geralt? You earned your reward, so take it. But keep your advice to yourself. Adieu.
Y pues ya quedó. Este es el final de la misión. Como pueden ver, es larga. Me gusta mucho todo lo que hay, todo el lore, lo que les dije, por ejemplo, con los libros. Estas reseñas que posiblemente si estás jugando los juegos y jamás has leído los libros, que es el 99% nos pasó esto. Pues bueno, por eso es que traté de darte eso extra, que a mí me pasó la primera vez, pero luego los leí, luego jugué los 3 juegos. Bueno, el juego 1 y 2 y después ya volví a jugar el 3. Y vi un montón de cosas que creo que es algo que también vale la pena. Puedes leer los libros y después volver a jugar solo The Witcher 3 y también verás muchas cosas que antes te saltaste por alto y es como volverlo a jugar desde cero, volviéndote a maravillar de todo el trabajo que hizo CD Projekt Red en el transcurso. Pero bueno, yo me despido. Si este video te gustó, ya sabes que ese like siempre hará la diferencia y hasta la próxima.